Yes, everyone's here on time. This is the perfect place to rehearse. This clearing will be the stage, and this hawthorn bush will be our dressing room. Let's put on our play exactly as we come up from the mayor.
Peter Quince.
What is it, Bottom?
There are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never work. First of all, Pyramus has to take out a sword to kill himself, which the ladies in the audience won't like. What should we do about that?
By God, boy, that's a real problem. It's true.
I think we'll have to leave out the killing.
No, I've got a plan that'll fix everything. Write me a prologue that I can recite to the audience before the play starts. I'll tell them that we won't hurt anyone with our swords and that Pyramus isn't really dead. And to make it even clearer, we can tell them that I'm playing Pyramus, but I'm not really Pyramus. Really, I'm Bottom, the Weaver. That'll keep them from being afraid.
Alright, we'll have a prologue then. We'll write in 8 6-syllable lines, just like a ballad.
No, add a couple more. Make it 8 and 8.
But won't the ladies be scared of the lion?
I'm really worried about that.
Guys, you ought to think to yourselves. Bringing in, God forbid, a lion amongst the ladies is really terrible. There's no scarier wild bird than the living lion, and we should remember that.
So you're telling me that we need another prologue to tell everyone he's not a lion?
No, we can't just announce the actor's name and let his face show through the lion costume, and have him say something himself. He should say the following, or something else to the same effect. He should say, "Ladies," or "Lovely ladies, I would like to ask you," or I would like to request of you," or "I would like to beg of you not to be afraid. I'm not a real lion. I'll be risking my life. I'm a man, just like other men." And then he should say his name and tell them that he's Snug the carpenter.
Alright, that's what we'll do then. But there are two things we still have to figure out. How we're going to bring moonlight into a room. Because Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Will the moon be shining on the night we're performing our play?
We need a calendar. Look at the almanac. Look up moonshine, look up moonshine.
Well, I'll be. The moon will shine that night.
Well then, you can leave one of the windows open in the big hall where we'll be performing, and the moon can shine through the window.
Yes, or else someone will have to come in carrying a bundle of sticks and a lantern and say he's coming to disfigure or represent the character of Moonshine. Because the man in the moon is supposed to carry sticks and a lantern. But there's still another problem. We need to have a wall in the big hall because in the story, Pyramus and Thisbe talk through a little hole in the wall.
But we'll never be able to bring in a wall. What do you think, Bottom?
Someone should play the part of the wall. He can have some plaster or clay or limestone or something on him to show the audience he's the wall. He can hold his fingers in a V shape, and Pyramus and Thisbe can whisper to each other through that little crack.
If we can do that, everything will be right. Now everyone rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you start. When you have said your lines, go hide in that bush. Everyone else, go there to where you're not on stage.
Who are these country idiots swaggering around so close to where the queen is sleeping? Are they about to put on a play? I'll watch, and I'll act in it too, if I feel like it.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, come forward.
Thisbe, flowers sweet with odious smells.
Odors, odors!
Odors and smells are like your breath, my dearest Thisbe. Dear? But what's that? A voice? Wait here a while. I'll be right back. That's the strangest Pyramus I've ever seen.
Am I to talk now? Yes, you are. Supposed to show that you understand that Pyramus just went to check on the noise he heard and is coming right back.
Oh, as reliable as a horse that never gets tired.
Or if I were handsome, my lovely Thisbe, I would still want only you.
Oh my God! It's a monster! We're being haunted! Run, Abby, run!
Santa Maria!
Why are they running away? This is some joke to scare me.
Bottom, changed. What have you got on your head?
What do you think I've got in my head? You're acting like an ass. I know what they're up to. They want to make an ass of me, to scare me if they can. But I won't leave this spot, no matter what they do. I'll walk up and down and sing a song, so they'll know I'm not afraid. The black bird with its black feathers and its orange and tan beak, the thrush with its clear voice, the wern with its small, piping chirp.
Earth
waking me up from my bed of flowers.
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the great cuckoo with the simple song that many men may hear, but they don't dare say no to it. For indeed, who would set wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he crying cuckoo? Never so. Of course they don't say no. Who'd waste his time talking to such a stupid bird? Who'd bother to accuse a bird of lying, even if the bird were telling him that his wife was cheating on him?
Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. I know this is the first time I've ever seen you, but you're so wonderful that I can't help saying that I love you.
I don't think you love me, but to tell you the truth, reason and love have very little to do with each other. It's not too bad some mutual friend of theirs doesn't introduce them. Ha ha! No, I'm just kidding.
You're wise as you are as beautiful.
No, that's not true. I'm not smart enough to get out of this forest.
I we just need to leave this forest, because you're going to stay here whether you want to or not. I will over this summer, and I love you. So come with me, I'll give you servants, and they'll bring you jewels from the depths of the ocean, and I'll sing to you while you sleep in a bed of flowers, and I'll turn into a spirit like us. Come here, peace blossom, cobweb mob, and mustard seed.
Ready. Me too. Me three. And me too. Where should we go? Where should we go? Where should we go? Where should we go?
Be kind and polite to this gentleman. Follow him around, leap and dance for him, feed him apricots and blackberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Steal honey from the bumblebees and make candles out of the beeswax. Light them with the light of glowworms, so my love will have the light when he goes to bed and wakes up. Pluck off colorful butterfly wings, use them to fan moonbeams away from his eyes as he sleeps. Bow to him.
Hello. 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 Hello.
I'd like to get to know you better, Mr. Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I'll use you to stop the bleeding. And your name, sir?
Peace Blossom.
Please give my regards to your mother, Miss Peapod, and your father, Mr. Peapod. Good, Mr. Peas Blossom. I'd like to get to know you better, too. And you, may I ask your name is, sir?
Mustard Seed.
Good, Mr. Mustard Seed. I know you very well. Those cowardly, gigantic sides of beef have been responsible for many of your family's members getting eaten as a condiment on beef. I swear to you, many members of your mustard family have made my eyes water before. I look forward to getting to know you better, Mr. Mustard Seed.
Take good care of him. Take her to my sleeping area. The moon looks sad to me when she cries. All the little flowers cry too. They're sad because someone's preventing from having sex or is having it against her will. Keep him quiet and bring him to me in silence. I wonder if Titania's awake yet, and if she did, I wonder what the first thing she saw was. Whatever it is, she must be completely in love with it now. Ah, here comes my messenger. What's going on, you crazy spirit? What have you wrecked in this part of the forest?
My Mistress Titania is in love with a monster. While she was sleeping in her bed of flowers, a group of idiots, rough workmen from Dallas, got together nearby to rehearse some play they planned to perform on Theseus' wedding day. The stupidest one, who played Pyramus in their play, finished his scene and went to sit in the bushes to wait for his next cue. I took that opportunity to stick a donkey's head on him. When it was time for him to go back on stage and talk to Thisbe, he came out of the bushes and everyone saw him. His friends ran away as fast as ducks scatter. When they hear a hunter's gunshot, one of them was so frightened when he heard the footsteps, he yelled, "Santa Maria!" and called for help from Dallas. They were also afraid that they completely lost their common sense. They started to become scared of inanimate objects, terrified by their thorns and briars that catch at their clothing and pull off their sleeves and hats. I led them on and transformed into someone with an ass head. At the time, Titania woke up immediately and fell in love with him, an ass.
This is going on even better than I planned. But have you put the love juice from the flower in the eyes of the man from Dallas?
Yes, I found him when he was asleep, so that's taken care of, too. And the woman from Dallas was sleeping near him. When he woke up, he must have seen her.
Step aside. Here's a man coming now.
That's definitely the same woman, but not the same man.
Why are you so rude to someone who loves you so much? You should save that kind of language for your worst enemy.
I should treat you worse because I'm afraid you're giving me good reason to curse you. If you killed Lysander while he was sleeping, then you've already up to your ankles in blood. You might as well kill me, too. He was more faithful to me than the sun is to the daytime. And when I believe that there's a hole through the center of the earth and the moon is passed all the way through the other side, the only possibility that you murder him, a murder should look like you do. So pale and grim.
That's how someone who's been murdered should look. And that's how I look. You've pierced me through the heart with your cruelty, and yet you, the murderer, look as bright and clear as a star in the night sky.
What does that have to do with my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, kind Demetrius, will you find him for me?
I would rather feed his body to my dogs.
Get out, dog. You're giving me the wit's end. Did you kill him? From now on, I'm going to consider you a human being. Oh, just tell the truth for once. Tell the truth, if only for my sake. Would you have dared to look at him if he was awake? And did you kill him while he was sleeping? Oh, how brave of you. A snake could do that easily as you could. A snake did it. Because no snake ever had a more lying tongue than you have.
Getting all worked up over nothing. I didn't kill Lysander. As far as I know, he ain't even dead.
Then please tell me he's alright.
If I told you that, what would I get out of it?
The privilege will never see me again, and I'm going to leave your despised company. You'll never see me again, whether or not he's dead.
I can't go after her when she's in a rage like this, so I'll stay here for a while, so I'll try to sleep a little bit more.
What have you done? You made a mistake and put the love juice on someone else, someone who's truly in love. Because of your mistake, someone else's love turned bad instead of this man's false love being turned into a true love.
In that case, it must be fate. That's the way of the world. For every man who's faithful to his true love, a million end up running after a different person.
Go around the forest, moving faster than the wind, and make sure you find Helena from Dallas. She's lovesick and her face is pale from all the sighing she's been doing. Bring her here with some trick or illusions, and I'll put the charm on his eyes for when she comes.
I go, look at me go, faster than an arrow from a Tartar's bow.
By Cupid's arrow, sink into the pupils of his man's eyes. When he sees the girl he should love, make her seem as bright to him as the evening star. Young man, when you wake up, if she's nearby, beg her to cure your love sickness.
Helena is nearby, Chief. The young man who I mistook for this one is there too, begging her to love him. Should we watch the ridiculous scene? Lord, what fools these Texans are.
Be quiet. The noise they're making will wake up Demetrius.
The two of them will both pursue one girl. That will be funny enough. And these situations are my favorite thing. Why do you think I'm making fun of you when I tell you I love you? People don't cry when they're making fun of someone. Look, when I swear that I love you, I cry. And when someone cries while he's making a promise, he's usually telling the truth. How can it seem like I'm making fun of you when my tears prove it to be true?
You'll get trickier and trickier. You made the same promises to me and to Hermia. They can't both be true. You must be false. The promises you're making to me belong to Hermia. Will you abandon her? If you weigh the promises you made to me against the promises you made to her, they come out the same both mean nothing. They're lies.
I was kidding when I made those promises to her.
And I believe you're kidding now as you break those promises.
Demetrius loves her, and he doesn't love you.
Oh, Helena, you goddess, you divine and perfect nymph. What can I compare your eyes to? Crystal isn't as clear as they are. Oh, your lips are as ripe as a pair of tempting cherries touching each other. The pure white of the snow on the mountaintop seems black as crow's wings next to the whiteness of your hands. Oh, let me kiss your beautiful white hand. It'll make me so happy.
Damn it, I see you're all determined to get on with me for a few laughs. If you had any manners at all, you wouldn't treat me like this. You can't. You just hate me as I know you do. You have to get together. You humiliate me. Me too. If you were a real man, as you pretend to be, you wouldn't treat me like a lady like this, making vows and promises and telling me in the pretty, when I know you're really disgusted by me. You're competing for Hermia's love, and now you're competing to see which one of you can make fun of me more. That's a great idea. A really manly thing to do for a poor girl to cry. No respectable person would offend an innocent girl just to have some fun.
Don't be cruel, Demetrius. I know you love Hermia, and I know you know it. Right here, right now, I swear I'm giving up all my claims on her and handing her to you. In exchange, give up your claim to love Helena, since I love her, and I will love her until I die.
Nobody's ever gone to so much trouble just to make fun of someone.
Lysander, keep your Hermia. I don't want her. If I ever loved her, all that love is gone now. My love for her was tiny. Now I love Helena forever.
Helena, it's not true.
Don't insult a deep love that you don't understand, or you'll pay the price. Look, here comes the woman you love.
It's hard to clearly see in the dark from night, but it's easier to hear. I couldn't see you, Lysander, but I heard your voice, and that's how I found you. Why did you leave me alone?
Why stay when love tells you to go?
But what love would make you leave me?
I had to hurry to my love, beautiful Helena, who lights up my night better than all those fiery stars. Why are you looking for me? Didn't you figure out that I've left you because I don't like you?
That's impossible. She's in on it too. Now that I see all three of them have gotten together to play this cool trick on me, Hermia, you ungrateful girl, have you conspired with these two to provoke me with this horrible teasing? Have you forgotten all the talks we had together, the vows we made to be like sisters, all the hours we spent together, wishing that we would have never had to say goodbye? Have you forgotten our friendship? We used to sit together and sew one flower with our 2 needles, sewing it on one piece of cloth, sitting on the same cushion, singing one song on the same key, as if our hands, our sides, our voices, and our minds were stuck together. We grew together like twin cherries, which seemed to be separated, but were also separated by 2 lovely cherries on the same stem. We seemed to have 2 separate bodies, but we had one heart. Do you want to destroy our old friendship by joining these men to insult your best friend? It's not friendly, and it's not ladylike. All women would be angry with you for not doing it, even though I'm the only one who's hurt by it. It's completely dumbfounded by what you're saying. I'm not insulting you. It sounds more like you're insulting me. Come on, confess. Didn't you send Lysander as an insult to follow me around praising my eyes and my face? Haven't you made your other lover Demetrius, who kicked me with his foot not long ago, call me a goddess and a divine, rare, precious, heavenly creature? Why does he talk like that to a girl he can't stand? Why does Lysander deny that he loves you when he loves you so deeply? Why would he show me any affection unless you told him to? Why does it matter that I'm not as lucky or lovable as you are, that the love I feel is unrequired? You should pity me for that reason, not hate me. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, fine. Alright, go ahead. Keep up your little game. Pretend to be sympathetic, but then nudge each other and wink and make faces at me when I turn my back. Keep up your wonderful game. You're doing such a good job on this trick. Someone should write a book about it. If you had any sense or pity or manners, you wouldn't pretend to fight over me like this. But goodbye. It's partly my own fault. Since I followed you here, leaving or dying will soon take care of everything.
Stay, lovely Helena. Listen to my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, my beautiful Helena.
That's a good one. Don't insult her like that, darling.
If Hermia's begging can't make you stop insulting Helena, then I'll make you.
You can't force me any more than Hermia can beg me. Your threats are no stronger than her whining. Helena, I love you. I really do. I'll give my life for you, just to prove this guy's wrong when he says I don't love you.
I say that I love you more than he does.
If that's what you say, go. Fight me and prove it.
You're on. Let's do it.
Lysander, where you going with all this?
Get away, African.
No, he'll act like he's gonna break away from you. Pretend like you're going to follow me, but then don't come. You're a coward. Get out of here.
You're hanging on to me, you cat. You thorn. Let go of me, or I'll shake you off like a snake.
Why have you gotten so rude? What happened to you, my darling?
You're a darling. Get out. You dark-skinned gypsy. Get out. You horrible poison. Get out.
Are you joking? Of course he is, and so are you.
Demetrius, I'm ready to fight you as I promised.
I wish we had signed a legal contract. I can see you don't keep your promises very well. I don't trust you.
What? Do you want me to hit Hermia? Hurt her? Kill her? Sure, I hate her, but I wouldn't hurt her.
Can you hurt me any more than by saying you hate me? Why, what's happened to you, my love? Am I not Hermia? Aren't you Lysander? I'm as beautiful now as I was a little while ago. You still loved me when we fell asleep, but when you woke up, you left me. So you left me. Oh God, help me. For real?
I never wanted to see you again, so stop hoping and wondering what I mean. I spelled it out for you. It's no joke. I hate you, and I love Helena.
Oh no! You trickster! You thief! What, did you sneak in at night and steal my love's heart from him? Oh, that's very nice. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're going to make me mad enough to answer you? Damn you, you faker, you puppet. Puppet? Why puppet? Oh, I see where this is going. She's talking about our difference in height. She's paraded in front of him to show how tall she is. She won him over with her height. Does he have such a high opinion of you because I'm so short? Is that it? So how short am I? You painted barber pole? Tell me, how short am I? I'm not too short to gouge your eyes out with my fingernails. Please don't let her hurt me, gentlemen. However much you want to tease me, I never was much good with insults. I'm not mean and catty like her. I'm a nice, shy girl. Please don't let her hit me. Maybe you think that because she's shorter than me, I can take her. Shorter? See? She's doing it again. Good, Hermia. Please don't act so bitter towards me. I always loved you, Hermia, and gave you advice. I never did anything to hurt you, except once when I told Demetrius that you planned off to sneak into this forest. And I only did that because I loved Demetrius so much. He followed you, and I followed him, because I loved him. But he told me to get lost and threatened to hit me, kick me, even kill me, and just let me go quietly back to Dallas. I'll carry my mistakes back with me. I won't follow you anymore. Please let me go. You see how naive and foolish I've been? Well, get out of here then. What's keeping you? My stupid heart, which I'm leaving behind here. What? You're leaving it with Lysander? No, with Demetrius.
Don't be afraid. She can't hurt you, Helena.
That's right. Hermia won't hurt Helena even if you try to help her.
Oh, when you get her angry, she's a good fighter, and vicious too. She was a hellcat in school, and she's fierce, even though she's little. Little, again, nothing but little and short. Why are you letting her insult me like this? Let me at her.
Get lost, you dwarf, you tiny little weed, you scrap, you acorn.
You're doing too much to defend a woman who wants nothing to do with you. Leave Hermia alone. Don't talk about Helena. Don't take Helena's side. If you continue treating Hermia so badly, you'll pay for it.
Hermia's not holding on to me anymore. Follow me if you're brave enough, and we'll fight over Helena.
Follow? No. I'll walk right next to you, side by side.
It's fine, it's because of you. Stay where you are. I'm not sticking around here anymore. I don't trust you. You might be a better fighter than I am, but my legs are longer and I can run faster. I just can't believe any of this. I don't know what to say. This is all your fault. You made mistakes constantly, or else you can't cause this kind of trouble on purpose.
Believe me, King of Illusions, I made a mistake. Didn't you tell me that I'd be able to recognize the man by the western clothes he was wearing? So far, I've done exactly what I was supposed to do. Put the love potion on the Texan's eyes, and so far, I'm pleased with the way that things have turned out, since I find all of this commotion very entertaining.
As you can see, these lovers are looking for a place to fight. Hurry up, Robin, and make the night dark and cloudy. Cover the sky with a low-hanging fog. It's dark as hell, and get these over-eager rivals so completely lost in the woods that they can't run into each other. Imitate Lysander's voice and egg Demetrius on with insults. Then rant for a while in Demetrius' voice and egg Lysander on. That way, you'll get them away from each other until they're so exhausted that they'll sleep like the dead. When they're asleep, crush some of this flower juice onto Lysander's eyes. This flower juice has the power to erase all damage that's been done to his eyes and make him see normally, the way he used to when they wake up. All this trouble and conflict will seem like a dream or meaningless vision. Then the lovers will go back to Athens, Dallas, united together until death. When you're busy with that, I'll go see Queen Titania and ask you again for the Indian boy. And then I'll undo the spell that I cast over her so she won't be in love with that monster anymore. Then everything will be peaceful again.
We've got to act fast, my lord of the fairies. Night's fading quickly, and into the distance the morning star is shining, warning us that dawn is coming. At dawn, the ghosts that we have been wandering around all night go home to the graveyards, the souls of the people who weren't buried in the holy ground, but instead lie rotting by the side of the road or at the bottom of the river, have already gone back to their wormy graves. They weren't buried in a real graveyard because they committed suicide and they didn't want their shame to be seen in daylight, so they avoided sunlight and stayed forever in the darkness of night.
But we're not like that. We're a different kind of spirit, and we don't have to run away from the sunlight. I like the morning. I can wander around in the woods like a forest ranger till the sun rises in the fiery red sky over the ocean, turning the salty green water to gold. But you should hurry anyway. Don't delay. We still have time to get all of this done before daybreak.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. The people fear me in the country and in the town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one of them now. Where are you, Demetrius? You arrogant bastard. Say something. I'm over here, you villain, with my sword out and ready to fight. Where are you? I'm coming. Let's go to a flatter area where we can fight more easily.
Lysander, say something, you coward. Did you run away from me? Say something. Are you behind some bush? Where are you hiding?
You coward, are you bragging to the stars and telling the bushes that you want to fight, but then you won't come and fight me? Come here, you coward. Come here. You child, I'll beat you with a stick. It would be shameful to fight you with a gun, the way I would fight with a real man.
Are you there?
Follow my voice. This isn't a good place to fight. He's walking ahead of me. He keeps daring me to follow him. When I reach the place he's calling for me, he disappears. This villain is much quicker than I am. I ran after him fast, but he ran away from me faster. So that now I am here, some dark part of the forest where the ground is uneven. I'll rest here. I'll find Demetrius and get revenge for this insult. Ha ha ha, you coward! Why aren't you coming?
Wait for me. If you're not too scared, I know that's why you're running away from me. Constantly changing places. You're afraid to stand still and wait for me. You're scared to look me in the eye. Where are you now?
Come here, I'm over here.
No, you're just taunting me. You'll pay for this if I ever see you face to face in the daylight. Go wherever you want. I'm exhausted. I need to lie down and sleep on the cold ground. But watch out. I'll find you at dawn.
Oh, what a long, tedious, exhausting night. I wish it would end. I wish the company light of the day would shine so I can go back to Dallas and get away from these people who hate me so much. I hope I'll be able to sleep and escape my troubles for a while. People can sometimes forget then their difficulties when they're asleep.
3 so far. We're still waiting for one more. 2 are both kind of makes 4. Ah, here she comes, angry and sad. Cupid is bad boy for her, making her poor woman go crazy like this.
I've never been more exhausted or upset. I'm all wet from the dew and scratched up by thorns. And I can't crawl any farther. I just can't go on. My legs can't hold themselves up. I'll sleep here until morning. If they do fight, I hope Lysander is safe.
Sleep well there on the ground. I'll cure you, gentle lover, by putting this medicine over your eyes. When you wake, you will be truly delighted to see the woman you once loved, and when you wake up, you'll be walking illustration of the well-known country proverb, Jack and Jill, and everything will be all right. No, we can't just announce the actor's name and let him show his face through the lion costume. Mother...
Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. I know this is the first time.
I love to look at your body. That's what.
Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. And I love... No, keep going.
Okay, now you can. Go.
Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. I can do it. I can do it. Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body.
I can't.
Sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. I know this is the first time I've ever seen you. Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. I know this is the first time I've ever seen you, but you're so wonderful that I can't help it.
Oh my god.
Sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. I know this is the first time. Please sing again. I love to listen to your voice. I love to look at your body. Have a drink. Have a drink. You blooping flower, hit by Cupid Zero, singing the pupils of this man's eyes.
Son of a bitch.
You blooping flower, hit by Cupid Zero, singing the pupils.
God damn you, Henry.
You blooping flower, hit by Cupid Zero, singing the pupils of this night.
Oh, I almost pissed my pants.